Move my body like a snake, I know you like that. Come a little close, I promise I won't bite. Looking at your eyes, I got you all excited. Do it with me, now let's wait.
Hey guys, I'm here with a video. We got some Whataburger, whatever it's called. And we'll be doing the mukbang talking about relationships. Ooh la la.
Who is with you and your multiple personalities? Or you
I got a friend here. A friend, Papa.
Oh, okay, friend.
But a boyfriend here. Or maybe we'll be talking about relationships and why it don't work. Okay. So you wanna start off?
Kind of like it's the circumstances behind what don't work. I mean, it's not gonna work if it's not meant for the two people to be together. So if you can understand that, certain situations are not meant to work out, because how I look at it, you know, I'm always, as you say, gotta go extra spiritual or whatnot, but it's situations where certain people ain't meant to get the blessings that you meant to get. And so if you on the path where you supposed to be striving to get something greater, then the universe gonna be like, I can't have them getting that blessing from you, because you got too pure of a heart. So because they know, it's like the spirit knows you connected to this person, they gonna reap the benefits of being with you. So
But why you think good people attract like bad ones?
I don't think there's such thing as good and bad people. I think it is, we all got a little good and bad in us anyway. Like, but what I think it is, everybody got their own journey. So we have to learn certain things from people, and you can't always learn in times of prosperity or the good times. Mm-hmm. So I think you have to run into certain situations sometimes to, it's a test for the testimony. Everybody want to have a story or whatnot, but they don't want to go through nothing to actually have the story to talk about and actually be able to stand on what they're talking about versus just talking from the perspective of a hypothetical. So it's like almost like sometimes you gotta be battle tested. Like, and then also, like, from my perspective, I had to go through those situations in order for me to learn exactly what I do want or what I'm looking for in a relationship. And I don't think that would have been something that I would have just did if I would have just been like, oh, okay, fine today.
I'm sorry. I hear you. It's just hot. It's good though.
It's spicy hot.
Oh, this my place. This be McDonald's.
Obviously, I've been trying to tell you that, but everything beat McDonald's.
I was on this fancy picture of this. I don't need no more spicy.
No, give it a kick. Kick it up another notch. Emerald and gossip.
So, why do you feel like people have a hard time like being loyal?
I think it's naturally easier for us as people to give up and try to start something new versus try to fix an issue. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've seen. It's just sometimes people be like, oh, the grass is green on the other side. That's because it's fake. Like, you can't really just assume that what's going on over there is going to be the best for you, because then you creating your own karma, especially if you know that person is down for you 100, and it's like, you want some, okay, I don't know if this gonna work, so you decide to step outside the connection without communication. I think karmically you setting yourself up for something. So
okay, what if somebody's like a woman, for example, may come across another dude and be like, he the right one, because it's like, for instance, she was waiting to get married, but he been like playing, like, or he's saying he's not ready, he's waiting like 3-5 years. It's been 5 years, and so she come across another dude and he was like, I I'm gonna take you serious, like, and he's showing her, like, do you think that's an act, and do you think like he just playing with her until she give it up? Like, should she give it a try? Like, what would you tell your daughter?
In that case, I would tell my daughter if she feels that strongly to pursue the new situation, that she should end the current situation. Because my thing of it is, honestly, communication is, because the moment you allow that energy of the other dude to come in and be like, I'm gonna take you serious, you already cheated.
But what if in 5 years she waiting on him? He like, I don't got my stuff ready.
If you ready to wait 5 years, then that's on you. Like, you can't fault the man for being like, I'm waiting 5 years if you willing to stay there. So there should be a situation where it's like, okay, it's been 5 years, we not making any progress. I need to go and pursue what's best for me. And we don't need to continue what we're doing. Like, I believe in giving people the opportunity to have a peace of mind and walk away. Like, I know me personally, I wouldn't want to lead somebody on to the fact where it's like, okay, she think we finna get married, and the whole time like, I got a whole trick up my sleeve for you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm a firm believer in putting forth the
Lights and stuff.
basically like the karmic energy that you want to receive. So like, you trying to hurt nobody, I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah. But so you think she should have just ended and then move on?
Definitely. End it, take some time, and then, because you don't want to just end it and jump into a new situation, because that's just a perpetual cycle that's going to continue to come back around each time, because you're not healing what attracted you to that situation. And that's what a lot of people do. They find themselves dating the exact same person, just different people.
Mm-hmm.
So they different people in essence, but who they are to the core of their personality, their characteristics, it's the exact same demon. And that's why I think a lot of people, they find themselves dating a demon. And when one relationship ends, they don't take the time to heal to attract something different. They just get that same demon in a different place.
How do you like feel women should move in like dating and relationships? Like, should they date multiple people? Because somebody will let me, but
You gonna do whatever you can do whatever you like.
somebody saying, nah, you ain't gonna be with me.
Hey,
I'm like, hold up. I like that. So
I mean, like, I think people gotta understand what's best for them. Like, if I'm the type of person, I'm like, damn, it don't nobody else matter. So,
but as a woman, because you know, of course,
it's the same for men.
But I'm saying, like, you know, women and men, like, they all playing games. But somebody genuine trying to find somebody, like, that's real.
Okay.
How can, like, that person go about dating?
So let me ask you a question. Do you think it's not men out here that's looking for something real and they haven't ran into women that's playing games?
I believe it's both, like, both genders playing.
Oh, you believe it's that?
Yeah, I believe it's both.
I'm just saying the smile guy. It's real when it was like.
But I'm just saying, like, how can a person, man or woman, like,
We're
move?
talking about women right now. You know,
Oh, okay. How can a woman like move around like dating?
I think I actually,
Like how I was.
I'm an advocate for women actually dating around. Like, I'm definitely a firm believer in that. Like,
I know he ain't say
it's the same thing
that.
for me.
He told me. He said you ain't dating around with me. Mr. Advocate.
And I mean, like, as for men too, like, everybody should.
You didn't want to date around. I didn't date around.
I knew what I wanted. I knew who I
Okay,
wanted.
but why you to date around?
You can.
Okay, but if I want to date you and date somebody else?
Nah, you don't work like that. That shit don't work.
It just was.
I mean, you gotta recognize what you got over here, Shawty. It ain't nothing ordinary. So it's like, hey, I got too many options to be an option. Side eye. But nah, I really think, first of all, I think most people need to take time.
This burger is good. My stomach finna be hurting, and I already know I'm finna eat the other burger. But go ahead.
You just gonna expose yourself.
I don't care. I'm going to gym.
I think people need to take that time alone to get to know themselves, and that will actually streamline who they choose to date, and they won't be so, oh, I want to date this person. That's where I think people go wrong. They don't really focus on. They don't know who themselves. They don't know themselves, so it's hard to try to get to know somebody else and blend life together, like create a life together.
So, what would be some places, like, for a woman to go looking for a guy? If you tell your daughter. Because I feel like fathers, in a way.
Don't talk to daughters about dating, period. Like,
Yes.
it's so taboo. Like,
I would genuinely want, like, I wish I had that father date, like, type stuff. Like, cause to show you what type of man to attract, I had to figure that stuff out. So how would you advise? Who, ain't nobody. Who showed me?
Ain't nobody showed you what to look for in a man. Oh, so you ain't see that?
What?
So I ain't show you that?
Who I say show me? Yeah, I'm saying ain't nobody showed me. I said that. Ain't nobody showed me. I was just guessing. Like I observed like my surroundings. I'm like, okay, this not what to look for.
You
So
gotta look at him.
I guess so. Hopefully I hit the jackpot. But I don't know. Like, what would you advise your daughters?
Well, one day when I have me some beautiful young daughters, I would definitely tell them, nigga. But nah, it's like, be cognizant. Like, a lot of people would pretend to be somebody they not, just to feel like they have accomplished the act of conquering somebody. So it would definitely go to a situation where I would tell them to know themselves and be able to build yourself and be able to carry yourself in a manner where you really don't need a man. And that's what attracts the best men, because
what you mean by I don't need a man? Because, you know, some women take it as
they take it as
being a strong, like, chasing your education. Because at the same time, if you want to, like, procreate, you do need a man. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, we need each other, men and women, but interdependence is what I push. Like, we each have to be strong, and then we come together and we blend and make something great. So the most healthiest relationships, in my opinion, they basically, you got one partner it's the power couple mentality. Basically, you got one person, they strong at everything that they strong at, and what they may be weak at or may not have as strong attributes that they partner pick up and strengthen it for them. And I think that's the best thing. I think people get so caught up in gender roles, and it's just like, people gotta understand, is no set standard for what's right and what's wrong. So, I mean, one day if the husband won't come home early, he started dinner, then that's what it is. It shouldn't be like, oh, I ain't cooking today. I am man. I wait for woman to get here. So it's just like people just got to understand what works out for them, their schedules, their lifestyle, and where they trying to go.
So what if like, would you advise your daughter to be a housewife? Like, what if she was like, I want to be a housewife, and how would she go about dating, like being a housewife?
I definitely would. Like I'm a firm believer that women are assets at home. Not to say that every woman has to just strictly be in the house, because it's women out here that they talented at their career, and if you can bring home a bag to add to it, go for it. That's how I look at it. And that's why I think both partners should sit down with each other and figure out, okay, well, on these certain days, I work here, so I can be at home with kids, and then we'll swap up like this.
Sorry, cut you off, but do you feel like a man? Because I've watched videos of where some men would be like, if a man stay at home, he less of a man because the woman taking the dominant role, but
Absolutely.
but it worked for their relationship.
Because a man can stay at home and just say that man a plumber or electrician. He only need 2-3 hours out the day to go get some money.
But you gotta think about it, because the typical like things of a man is like to provide and protect.
But
He's not doing the providing part.
But my thing of it is, he feeding a hot hand situation. So he can technically, he can be a provider. It's just he's not going to a traditional job. Maybe he figure out a situation where he masters the stock market, or he's doing crypto or something that's home-based. He a graphic designer, something where he doesn't have to leave the house. And I think in that situation, it could be like, just say the mother of the relationship, her job give her perfect benefits to like cover everybody. It will make sense for her to keep that job, and it's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna be with the kids for this amount of time, and I already work from home. I'm a graphic designer, or I'm an electrician. I can just go make my moves. I don't have to go clock in all day. I think that's a situation where it almost be idiotic to just dismiss it and be like, no, I'm the man, I need to go out and get
It's not smart.
Yeah, it's like you go with what's best for your situation. It's like a basketball player. The star player, he may be the best player 81 games of the year. But on the 82nd game where you need this win and you got that bench player, he coming out and he ain't missing one shot, you pass him the ball. You don't hog the ball because I'm the star player. I gotta run the team. I gotta do this. No, you feed what's best for the team and what's gonna help you win together. Like sometimes you can lose trying to be the star of the team and just show out and stuff like that. So in order for the team to win, you gotta make team decisions. And sometimes that team decision may be an ego check for somebody, and it's like, dude, you making $20,000 a year. If I go to work, I'm making $150,000. It don't add up. Like, things gotta make sense. And I'm not a person
That's not gonna be hard.
yeah, it's definitely it's giving both of
I don't think I'm gonna eat the second burger, but I might. So don't hold me to it. But okay, with age gap dating. The situation we in, would you advise your daughter? Would you be against it?
I would definitely just, like, my thing of it is, if you be like, no, you can't do it, they gonna rebel and do it.
Right.
So it would be a situation where I would hope by the time we get to this situation to where she's grown enough to make those decisions, I've already laid the groundwork and foundation to she understand what to look for. She understands who she is as a person, and she chooses what's best for her in that situation.
18 to 30.
That's kind of pushing because when did
Like
you?
they was messing around. They was like 16, but she told you around 18.
I don't want to legally obligate myself because, like, we got cameras, but yeah, I wouldn't be so happy about this situation. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll tell you more about when we go on camera. I'm not okay with that. No, you ain't. It ain't
But
no-
she older now. She 18.
Yeah, but you know when she wasn't.
So you.
I'm straight on that. And then you met her after 18. Okay, I can. Okay, but.
What about 17? He met her at 17.
You're pushing it, sir.
What's 18 like? Not sounding no creep, but
What's
18 just a magic number. 18 you just do anything.
I still think.
Too young. You gotta at least be 20.
Mentally, about 21.
But I feel like those women,
They
girls,
definitely mature faster, but
still, why you want somebody? They still a teen. You pushing it.
I mean, because they wouldn't know if you just going up and meet somebody, but like, if you watching this person grow, that's my issue. Like, if you just meet somebody and it's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but as soon as you hear that age, it's supposed to like turn you straight though.
As long as they legal, that's how I look at it. Because, you know, like, if I was to be that, we wouldn't be dating. Just being real, if I was like,
But I ain't start liking older dudes until last year.
see, about when it panned out, so it's like, okay.
Man, probably like a couple years ago. Nah, sway.
But I definitely think, yeah, you can't be at the 18th birthday party. I'm like, hey, you ready to go on a date now?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, cuz I ain't finna worry like
Gonna
that.
start fighting. Gonna start fighting.
Of course not.
This is love. This is love. That burger was good, but it's a little bit too salty. I think the mustard and the jalapenos. Why do you think that men and women, black men and women, like are against each other at this time?
How deep you want me to go in this conversation? Because I can really go.
This give it like
Okay. Okay.
You made that a whole nother video.
Man, look. I think it's just a social dynamic where, especially social media, it's feeding into the narrative, and it have people jumping on the bandwagon where it kind of get kind of defensive. It's like, no, it ain't men, it's women. No, it ain't women, it's men. No. And people be so focused on winning versus trying to come to a solution and solve the issues. So, for whatever reason, I think we've gotten to a point where it's potentially beneficial for us to not be together in the eyes of certain people. But once we realize that at the end of the day, black women and black men coming together is ideal for everybody. we strengthen a lot of things when we able to get together and stay together. And not just stay together to show the beauty of black love. Because black people are beautiful. Like, not even just in an aesthetic and physical sense, but our culture, our personality, all that. So, seeing more black families together is something that is an ideal situation for us as black people. But I really think that. So I think the social dynamic is beneficial to people that don't want to see that, but black people, we definitely need to be together.
What else? Last one. How do you feel about interracial dating? I don't have no problem.
I mean, I'm dear. Listen, find who loves you. Like, people can say, no, don't do this, do that. I know me personally. I know my preferences, but
What's your preference?
I love sisters. I ain't gonna lie.
Said the sisters.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I can't appreciate.
What about Hispanic women? They pretty.
Nah,
So what?
They sisters too. Hermanas.
Whatever that means.
It's Spanish for sisters.
Yeah.
But it's like, man.
Hermano.
Sisters and brothers. Like, I definitely can see myself. It's just, I don't know, it's something about that nap ass or look.
Who napping?
Blush?
Oh, bless him.
You look lovely with your nap ass.
Thank you, sir.
She trying to go.
But what else? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with interracial dating. I'm so fat. I thought I could eat that burger.
I'm glad you did.
You know, I really you should get hit at me. Like, shame. I actually thought I could eat that burger.
Shake.
I actually thought I could eat it. I'm disappointed in myself.
Did we get that before?
No, we didn't. What do you feel black women can work on? Oh, never mind. We're not gonna talk about that. Cause he's a misogynist.
Wow.
So black women, stay strong, do what you do. Keep continuing to be you. Be that strong woman. I believe in you.
Obviously, accountability is one of them, as y'all can see. I ain't even go for it.
I believe in you, strong black woman. I believe.
I think black women definitely need to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, a whole list of black women. You probably got one thing. One thing for black men.
No, I'm probably even harder on the fellas. Because I know all too well. But y'all women's though?
No, we straight. We only react off of what y'all men do.
Accountability.
Yeah. What else? I don't wanna get into
accountability,
the
attitude. Like, we can just stay with the A's.
no. Cause I don't want to get into the net because he can go for days. Do you think older women should date younger men? Like, how's the dynamic? You don't think it's... Because y'all, I feel like older guys kind of going for the younger girls.
I can believe that. How I look at it, and coming from a male perspective, how is it beneficial for the man?
For a young guy. I feel like most of the time, that a younger guy date an older woman so they can smash. Because they know they giving it up. They're not going to, because why would they start a family with somebody who family already started? Like, but I feel like that's weird anyway, because if I was an older woman, I would think, what can a younger dude do for me? Even with somebody my age, but I'm kind of different with that because most girls my age like dudes around their age. But I'm not, me personally, if I'm older in my 30s, 40s, what I look like dating a 20-year-old? He not even established yet. I'm 22, and I'm still like working on myself, so I know I'm not established. Like the dude won't be established, but I don't know. It's different. But okay, that one thing. It's a girl. I used to work at Walmart. She was like, I think she was 35, but she was short. But she was short, and like she looked like she could be 26. Yeah. She used to date like 18. Like if you legal, she'll date you.
That's a manipulation. Like,
and she had kids.
Yeah, she realized, unfortunately, the pookie she was with that put a baby in her, wanted to go marry her. So she just like, I'm finna live my best life, or her perspective of her best life.
Oh, I love this ice. I'm so bad. Why be eating ice at work? But go ahead, what you was about to say before I interrupt you.
This is like those situations. It's not beneficial to the man.
But only if they trying to smash, huh?
I think so.
So you wouldn't advise a man to invest into it?
If I'm just keeping the one.
What about like any man, whether it's the woman's age or not?
What, in a single? I definitely think it's situations where people would, like, a man can come in and date a woman with kids. I think it's.
You think social media kind of be a little bit extra towards single women, like kind of be a little bit too harsh? Cause I feel like I do.
Lately, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a situation where, because I look at it, let's see. The internet has no filter. So
get your feelings hurt real quick.
Exactly. You have to go into that situation as in understanding that I can't allow this to affect my day. However, I look at it as we all know what happened when you lay down and have sex with somebody. And
I'm about to say something. I don't. But I agree.
So it's almost like you kind of made your bed, which I don't agree that we should bash single women and stuff like that.
But I feel like
because
go ahead.
I think it's a situation where we don't know exactly what made them single, because she could have been completely all in and dealing with somebody that is deceptive, and that could be the outcome. She stuck with a kid that she thought she would have had a partner with.
But I do agree that we can see signs, because me dating, like, you can tell, like, if somebody care about you or not. And then a lot of women, they be like, I'm gonna have this kid regardless. You put yourself in, like, in, I don't know, you messing yourself over.
And I think those are the women that get grouped into the category, and it kind of messes it up for good. You got the baby mamas and single women. Two totally different things. Single women, I think, divorced or they widowed or something like that. Baby mama, I think you weren't even a wife at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it hit different when it's a situation like that. Like, I can see myself potentially dating somebody that got divorced or is a widow versus somebody who just mess with a dude and it was just strictly sex, because at that point you undisciplined with yourself. And how I know you want to be undisciplined again and then.
Yeah, because why? Well, we can make that a whole nother topic. What I'm about to say, but I agree. Like, if you undisciplined, like that's not attractive in general. But I feel like, of course, like a lot of like you don't know what a woman went through, so people kind of be a little too harsh on single women or single mothers or whatever. Gonna drag it. They want to see people's reaction or single mothers' reaction.
Misery loves company.
Exactly. The more single mothers react and be like, no, this not this, like try to fight back, they feed off of that. So, like, you never know how a person became a single mother. So yeah, that's it for this video. See you whenever I edit this video and record another one. But yeah, I'm glad I got a video I can post. See you in another mukbang, or we might do a car talk. But in vlogs, that's what I plan on doing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Look, you may never had a chick like me who throw that ass in the circle, who throw that ass in the T. Drop it down to the floor, get back up, throw it back, bounce that ass and throw it back, back.